Welcome back to Canon Connection. I'm Jason Gray, and I'm sitting down today with Robert Henning, the director of the Rockpile Museum. And it's December, and right at the beginning of December, you have your Prohibition event, right?
Yeah, we call it Repeal Day.
Repeal Day.
Right? So December 5th, 1933 was the date that national repeal of the 18th Amendment, Prohibition, took place. And so it's a good day to celebrate that history, tell those stories. Of course, Prohibition was all over the nation and took place here in Campbell County in Wyoming. Our population wasn't super large in the 20s and 30s, but it did have an impact on many businesses, had an impact on trade and commerce, and of course had an impact on law enforcement.
Yeah.
Because that whole time period here, there was a significant amount of bootlegging that went on. People doing homebrew and stills, and then illegal liquor traveling through the area from other areas, trying to get to bigger cities. So it was quite an interesting time in our history. So we can celebrate that, tell those stories, and then just have some fun. You know, it's a time to have one or two adult beverages and learn history. And this special presentation this year, we try to have different presentations when we celebrate this event. Our special guest is Amber Pollock from Backwards Distilling in Casper, and she's going to talk a lot about how cocktails really came to be popular during Prohibition.
Oh, okay.
Mixed drinks, cocktails were a thing before Prohibition, but they really became popular during and after because of the nasty stuff people were drinking.
Oh,
basically.
Yeah, like antifreeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So bathtub gin and moonshine, and the things that don't really. They're not really good. Yeah. So what they would do is they came up with unique recipes. What do I mix with this?
Sure.
What do I put in it to make it taste a little better? So she's going to talk about that. She'll be crafting different cocktails, and they'll be able to sip and sample some of what she's doing. Of course, this event, if it's really a 21 and over event.
Sure. Well, yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, it's so don't plan on bringing your children to this one, please. And it's not a raging party either.
No.
We want it to be a responsible time. So please join us. It's December 5th. Begins at 5:30. So you'll be able to come in, and it's a cash bar if you'd like to get a drink. And then Amber, I believe, is starting her presentation at 6.
Okay.
So it's not a ticketed event. It's open to everyone, but it is first come, first serve. There is limited space. So please join us.
Okay. And that's like a Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday night, December 5th.
Thursday, yeah. So.
Yeah, it happened to be the actual day that we could celebrate.
Oh.
Sometimes December 5th is like Sunday.
Oh,
and we don't really want to have or it's a Monday night or Tuesday, and there's lots of meetings and things. So, but Thursday is a good night to maybe get out and have a little fun.
The ideal would be like Friday or Saturday, but Thursday's good.
We have better attendance on Thursday.
Really?
Yes. People travel out of town, it seems like, on Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, true.
If there's a game in Laramie on a Saturday, we lose a lot of people. Friday night seems to be a high school sports night as well, of course. So Thursday seems to work well for us. So Thursday, December 5th at 5:30.
Okay. All right. And then every year, Christmas Crafts Day.
Yes, every year, traditional Christmas crafts. This will be our only family day of the winter. Typically, we do the 3 family days because of that special children's exhibit, Storyland, that's coming in January. The programming in January and February will be around that exhibit.
Okay.
So Christmas Crafts is one we do every year. December 14th is the date for that. Registration is open now. So go ahead and give us a call, stop by, we'll get you on the list. It is only open to 50 students and their families. And so it is, again, something that if you want to come to, give us a call right away. We want to make sure you have the opportunity to enjoy that. And so 10 a.m. to noon, we'll be doing crafts. It's all the things you normally think of. It's painting and decorating, and it's ornaments, and there's a leather craft one again this year. So you can make leather ornaments or leather gifts for your family, keychains and maybe bracelets or something you could wear. So Matt Avery's going to help us with that again this year, local saddle maker. And then there's plaster ornaments. I know that we've been preparing. We've been using molds and pouring them. And so those will be all ready to go. And the paint, that's a painting exercise. So you get to choose, do you want a Santa or an elf or a Christmas tree? And then you get to paint and decorate your own ornament. So lots of crafts like that. So lots of fun. It's ages, I believe it's 5 to 12 is kind of the age range that the crafts are appropriate for.
Sure. Younger than that, then it's a little hard, and older than that, it's a little young.
Yeah, parents or grandparents tend to do all of the crafting if it's 2, 3, 4 years old.
Sure.
And then if you're 13, 14, 15, you're just way too cool for this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
So sign up now. Again, the event is December 14th, 10 to noon. And then we typically have a special guest following the event. Santa Claus, I've heard, will be back.
Sure.
So if you want to come, if you're not coming for the craft, but just want to come and have your picture taken with Santa and tell him what's on your list this year, that will be around 11:30. He normally shows up, and then we'll stay as long as there's kids to talk to.
All right. All right, and that kind of leads into every year for Christmas, you bring stuff to promote for Christmas shopping at the Rockpile.
Yes, at our museum store. We have lots of great stuff. I want to start with these books because these books are the books that will be in and featured in the Storyland exhibit. So you can buy all of those books in the museum store, and they're available now if you want to get an early read. Of course, there's classics. They're all classics. But The Tale of Peter Rabbit, and this is a board book. So everybody loves these board books for kids. Tale of Peter Rabbit, Beatrix Potter, of course, is the author. Where's Spot by Eric Hill, another board book. These are all really reasonable, $9.99, $7.99. Make good stocking stuffers. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. You know, that's just fun to say. So this is really an alphabet book, if you're not familiar with it. It's really good for preschool, kindergarten, you know, when they're learning all their letters. So Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Tuesday is the fourth one. I'm not really terribly familiar with Tuesday. It's more of a photo illustration book. So there's fewer words, again, appropriate for preschool. Lots of amazing illustrations, though.
Oh, sure.
It's I believe a Caldecott Award winner. So I'm gonna have to read it so I can better describe it. But frogs are a big central theme in this.
Okay.
And then, you know, at the very end, pigs are flying. So.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when pigs fly, which it feels like we're getting closer and closer to that all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me getting older. But Tuesday, Abuela is about a young girl that moves to America.
Okay.
And she misses her abuela, her grandmother. And so it's a really nice story about immigration, about family, about tradition, about culture. It's really about their culture, and the Statue of Liberty plays a big role in this story. And if you come to the exhibit, there is a pretty large Statue of Liberty in the exhibit.
Oh, gosh.
So it's not full length. It's mostly just the head.
Oh, yeah.
But it will take up a large amount of space in the exhibit. So, and that's what's really going to be great about this, is that these books, you'll get to read these books, and then you'll get to see and feel and experience.
Sure. Immerse.
Yeah, snowy day, which is perfect for this time of year. Again, great illustrations in this one. Again, one that I'm not familiar with. We have some of these at home, but not this one. And then this one we definitely have at home.
Oh, sure.
If you give a mouse a cookie, this one is fun, always fun to read. So these books, these 7 books, will be brought to life in our back room. And you'll be able to see that. Museum Association members will get an advance preview of the exhibit.
Oh, sure.
They will be able to do that on January 16th. And then Saturday the 18th is the full public opening from 8 to 5. From that day until middle of May, you'll be able to enjoy Storyland. And the exhibit will be free for everybody. In fact, the museum board has decided that while we have Storyland, there will be no admission.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so, and that was because this exhibit was funded by our tax dollars, by the Public Recreation District. And so they decided, since it was funded by the Recreation District, that they would waive admission fees to try to make sure that everybody in town, everybody in the county or surrounding communities can come and enjoy it without having to worry about admission fees.
Sure, yeah.
So, yeah. So we're really excited. We'll talk more about that next month, and we'll be able to share some images of what it looks like, and maybe a little bit more about the specific activities within the 7 books, because the 7 books have each have a little area, and not only can you see and read the book and relax and enjoy, but there's activities within.
All right.
So, yeah, so those are the children's books. We have other children's books. A really nice selection right now. If you're looking for stocking stuffers for kids or grandkids. We have things for adults, like, of course, our 2025 Wyoming Historical Calendars. Check those out. This is a new book to us. This is by Wendy Oskey. It's called Listen for the Lesson. And Wendy is a champion dog trainer for stock dogs.
Okay.
And she has written about lessons that she's learned through that process, through training dogs, through her horses, kind of the rural perspective and ranching life. And so another local author, she's up near Claremont, is where their place is. So come and check that out. I don't have a price on that one. I'll have to get that for next time. The Gillette cookbook, we have several cookbooks in our collection there at the museum store. This one is, of course, a reproduction from White Eagle, who was a local character, and he put this together in 1916. Oh. And it has recipes from local ladies and families. We've got the Reno family, the Barlow family, the Cooks, all families that are still around, the Chassell family, names that you maybe would recognize. But kind of a wonderful throwback, the Fitches. A wonderful throwback to it's more, there's a half a cup and a teaspoon, but then there's a pinch and a dash, and not very precise recipes sometimes, but that's really fun.
Yeah.
So we did make some sheep herders bread out of this one time, and it was quite good. So Gillette cookbook. Whoa! Hurrah for the cowboy. Our exhibit is now closed, unfortunately. It closed just at the beginning of the month of December, But we still have some hurrah for the cowboy goods with historic pictures like this mug. We got a horse soap. So this is buttermilk soap with rosemary and lemon, and then lots of selection of jams and jellies. This one is a raspberry jalapeno.
Oh.
So I thought you
right.
might like the jalapeno because I think you like spicy things, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? It's not terribly spicy. Raspberries, cranberry, jalapenos, cream and salt, butter. I mean, it's just so good for you. But this is made in Newcastle, so another
Sure.
Wyoming product, made in Wyoming. So this one's made in Wyoming, made in Gillette. So we have a lot of Gillette and Wyoming-made products, and want to get those out to your loved ones for Christmas. So come and see us.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
You almost forgot. I feel like that's the big one.
Yes. So this is maybe a little advanced shopping for graduation, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But if you have that camel in your family that's graduating from Campbell County High School, we don't have any Thunderbolts. I don't know if people make stuffed Thunderbolts, but we're gonna have to figure that out.
I feel like you have to, that'd be more custom.
Yeah, but we need to be equal opportunity.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we have any is it the Wright Panthers? I'm sorry, Southern Campbell County. I think it's the Wright Panthers. But this camel puppet, and we have other puppets and stuffed animals. This guy's only $24.50, and he's huge. So come and get me. Go Camels. But we've got jackalopes and pronghorn and bison and moose, all the Wyoming animals. And then, of course, camels.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think that's it for the museum store today.
All right. And is there anything else for December or early January?
I don't believe so that I can recall at this very moment. As always, just stay up to date on our website, rockpilemuseum.com. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Some really great stuff on YouTube. We've got more great stuff coming that we're going to share, video productions. Particularly, we've done a video oral history with one of our, or if not our last World War II veteran, living veteran. So we're excited. That will be released, I believe, in March. So you'll want to check that out and learn a little bit about his story. So,
all right.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you for having me.